Good evening, guys. Welcome to the solar eclipse transmission, 2nd of October. Those that are just joining, I'm just going to allow people to find the feed, add this to a couple of groups or so. Please, can you just let me know if you're already tuning in with a comment or two, just to let me know that you can hear the sound on the video before we get going. Yeah. Welcome you all into this etheric temple, if you will, etheric field that we are creating tonight for harnessing the light, the golden frequencies, the energies of the solar eclipse, supporting our own personal ascension, and of course being of service to the grids and doing some land work, I feel, at the same time. Yeah. So just allowing people to gather, find the feed, and before we get going, yeah. So feel free to tag people that may be interested in this work if they're open to working with light language and sound healing. It may be useful to tag them or share on your wall or in a group if you feel it's relevant, to get the messages out there, really. But only, of course, if it feels relevant to your tribe and your connections. Yeah. So just giving people a little more time to arrive in the space before we proceed. Yeah. So before I guess that we start delving into the energies of today, thank you for your comments, and thank you for letting me know that you can hear me, by the way. So I guess as I was being with the energy of today and putting out this event, there was two sort of parts to today. There's the side of releasing the old energies, releasing old timelines, releasing old frequency, so that we may expand into a greater bandwidth of light, anchor in some of this solar frequency, this fire code, these solar codes that are coming in so powerfully today, and also some solar flares also activating right now to give a real cauldron of powerful frequencies to support us shifting out the old and embracing new energy. So this transmission, I think, will be a combination of shifting out old energies and receiving new energies. And as we receive the new energies, they are also purging energy from our fields. So it has been a little bit bumpy for people lately. And that is just because the frequency that's coming in is accelerated and intensified. So people are feeling it at a body level, and there are real cellular shifts going on, I feel, in the body elemental to support us rising in frequency and shifting our vibration. Yeah, that's the overarching, I feel, message for today, is we are anchoring, clearing and shifting our vibration to align with the new codes that are coming in, so that we can move into a very interesting October and November coming up very soon. Yeah. Yeah. So, so I did post a interesting little nugget of a video a few days ago. You may want to revisit that if you haven't already, or visit for the first time if you haven't already. It's talking about the Diddy stuff. It's talking about misuse of sexual magic in the timeline of Egypt, especially, and how that has then filtered through and bled through other timelines. So it has been a theme that is coming up again for exploration within the collective field. Yeah. So what I firstly want to bring through in the releasing process, before we, I guess, move into more receiving codes, yeah, is working with something that's been coming in very strongly for me, in the last week or so, which is releasing the matrix of the false priest or priestess. Yeah. So that I feel originates from the Egyptian frequency timeline, but also bleeds through to the Vatican. Yeah. So firstly, I just want to bring through some energy, and this is releasing tendrils, cords, a matrix of energy from the collective field that links us back to falsehoods around priests and priestesses, originally from the Egyptian timeline. So I just want to work with releasing that first, and I feel like it's really going to be working with the base chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. Yeah. Very physicalized chakras of the body, the physical body chakras, the lower three of the earthly plane, really releasing out density so that we can have more light quotient space in this area, so that we can bring more cosmic consciousness, more cosmic light through us. We need to really expand these lower centers and dissolve out some of the matrix cords from different timelines right now. And that's what's happening at a rapid fire rate at the moment. We're dissolving out old timelines, limitations, also in our own consciousness, so that we can expand into a new phase. So if you're feeling a little stuck, trapped, limited, that is because a resurgence of what is not that is coming up in your energy field to release. And very shortly, I presume, you'll pop out of that, and there will be an expanded sense of, which always happens when we go through a rebirth or a new energy frequency. There's a contraction in, there's a remembering the old patterns, and there's an expanding out and into another bigger version of ourselves. And as we are moving into now a new cycle, a new energetic cycle, we have been really invited to really observe and let go and surrender of old limiting patterns, and really embrace the surrender of the core and open up to new energy and new truth, new awareness of self. Yeah. So firstly, we're just working with that false priestess energy, tied back to Egypt, firstly. Yeah. So again, all you have to do is to listen to the sound. I'm working with this Uriel, red lace agate angel, just to clear the lower three chakras before we get going. Yep. So harnessing the energy of the solar Christed light consciousness, allowing us to breathe into our base and our sacral, and really allowing this energy to come through my channel and just wash away these tendrils, these cords, front and back, sacral and base and solar plexus, to this falsehood, this false matrix of priestess energy. Yeah. Jabutu de Gibanaka, Shalabago de Gibarka, Shapianaka, Shalabatica Barca de Banana, Kipati Shilapagia, Barcapugion, the Caparkia, Pukoya Tariki, Shalabadia Batugutu to the Gibutu de Gibaranaki, Shalabata the Gibutu to the Yanaka. Shalabatuto de Yanaka, Shalabatuto de Gibariana Caputo Shili Patiki, Shalabatuto de Gibat Canta, the Carshat, Catachelabukia, the Ka, Shalabachacha, Chukutia, but another Kiputa de Caparcapato de Capata Cantaki, Shalabario, Chista, Dandaka, Shalabachikan, the Capacantandaca, Shabatic Shalakabaga, Tata Tataki, Shalabachika, the Capatella, Katsika, the Bukia, Borkia, Canto to Kipatiki, Shalabachanta, Shalabachanta the key kitchela key, Parcapa to the key, Padata to the key, Patata to the key, Badata to the key, Shalabachunta the key, Shalabachunta the key, Shalachuchunta the key, Shalabajuta the Cabarcanta the cat. So just take a breath or two, allowing that energy to release through you. Yes, burping and any other sounds or any physical shivering or vibrational movements happening is good to flow with that. Allow the energies to move through and help to release them. Yeah. So I want to pay a bit of attention to the Vatican. Yeah. Specifically under the Vatican. We're working with the archetype of the Dark Pope, working with the false priestess energy. We want to shatter some cords and energies under the Vatican that are holding a certain system in place. It's like a portal of light has been hijacked and misused. Yeah. For you could call it nefarious purposes, but we're just going to say it's been misused. Yeah. And we want to cut this portal free. We want to release anyone involved in past times to establish this frequency fence around this portal and how it has been manipulated, and also has also withheld the current financial systems in place. Yes, so it's all about us dissolving this lock that has been placed, and it's sort of in a collective field way. This portal represents the space in between the sacral and base, and we just want to almost like jig it out. So because this is also creating a freedom in our own abundance, financial systems, releasing rigid thought forms around money, abundance, releasing indoctrination around such, indoctrinated through the false priest lineage, back from Egypt to then later the Vatican. So we want to release all of that stuckness, that holding, and that limited patterning that has been propagated by the containment field around this particular portal. Yeah. So we're releasing and freeing this energetic portal now. And any beings that had their lives cut short or ritually sacrificed to maintain the energy that surrounds this portal, we are now banishing it and releasing it from this earthly realm. So know that, feel that in your energy being, in your energy field, in your body, in your mind. Know it, see it, know that it's done as I bring through this channeling. And if you want somewhere to focus in your own being, you focus on that in-between space. It's really the umbilical area. Yeah, the umbilical area. And, yeah, and the lower end of your body. Okay, so just allow this energy to come through you. Shambuto de Gibatanaka, Shalabaguto de Gana, Gishele Batika Bututanaka, Shalabataka, Bututo Shelebaki Anta de Gibatanaka, Shalabato de Gibananaka, Shalabatika Patata, Shabakuto to Nanaka, Patuto de Gibatanaka, Shalabakuto to Danaka, Shalabakata. Shabatika banana nakala kakishkipa tiki butututututututu shalabaki kishinde bakata tutututu tiki shalabakushkan da tiki bata shalakatishele bakata tatatata shalabachishke la kapotutu tatakatiki shalabachishka tututututututu shalabacha cha pulkashini da bakutike batataka shakatututu 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 tiki batataka. ala ki, kala chiko toshonara ki, ka. So just allowing that to take a couple of breaths, allow that to settle, yeah. I just want to bring it in to sort of support that shifting in that that portal. This is a fire quartz Mother Mary, and we just want to bring in the fire codes through the divine feminine expression to support burning off anything within your own energy field that is related to this timeline, to these energies of false priestesses. So you may even in past lives have been part of a cohort that somewhere in your being remembers. And so moving forward into your power, owning your power and magic, this life can sometimes have blocks or subconscious limitations around it for fear of harming others. Yeah. So we're working with that narrative in ourselves, and we're also bringing fire codes into the area under the Vatican to cleanse, purify, and clear the energies there. Okay. Shabadudu de Batanana Shalabaki he Batuto de Bananaka Shalabadiga Badiga Bututo de Shele Badigo Ishki Botuto de Anaka Shalpatico Patanaka Botuto Shalabatuto de Batananakala Kashalabagatika Baticada Shalabagotiki Bedigi Shele badika bodududududududu ki alaka shalabadika bodududududu de badadadadadadaka shalabatudududududu ki shalabataki shele betika bodududududu de badadadadaka shanda de giga la baku shalabagati shele baki dudududududu shalabadiko dudududu shalabadiko dudududu de badadadadadadada. So just take a breath. Yeah. I picked a few cards for today's session. I won't go into them too deeply, other than the main theme was embracing your wisdom, your joy, and your prosperity, remembering the love that you are, and shine your flame brightly. So I feel like all of these cards are very of the moment of where we are headed and what we can fully embody through the golden matrix or the Christed frequencies if we let go of these old timelines or belief systems or limitations from our current life. All of that is up for review as many timelines drop day by day at the moment as we are entering a brand new energetic cycle. Yeah. So that is why there's so much dismantling out there in the world. Yeah. So this is also supporting the continuation, the dismantling of the structures that have hindered and trapped the collective consciousness in a certain path. Yeah. In a rigid path that is not allowing full expansion. But as we merge with Gaia and she expands, we are expanding too, and it is unstoppable. Yeah, it is unstoppable. So take a breath. So the second, I guess, land piece of work or working with the portals, I want to bring through using these calcite rods or I feel like they're rods of gold, really working with this solar light that's coming in right now from the solar eclipse, the rays of the golden frequency. I feel like we're going to work with golden angelics at this piece. And this is really to anchor in these golden rods in some of the countries of the Middle East, where there's a lot of friction right now, or even, war. Yeah. So firstly, we're going to anchor in through the portal of Iran. Yeah. So we're just going to work with anchoring in a golden pillar. And as this pillar anchors in through the land of Iran, it's going to ripple out and create a disturbance in the war frequencies and anger and rage, and bring in an era of peace. Okay? So allow this energy to, in your imagination or your mind's eye or your visual eyes, anchor in through Iran at this point. And we are surrounded by millions of golden angels supporting this process. Shambo deke bala sheba deke bato toto shele bana sheba deke leka sheba deka batika peko shala kachike boto toto ge patata ki shala batika boto tata gi shala bajoka tata ki kata tata kota barika ki shala bachu achala kaja chu padakata toto ge badana ka shala bato toto de kiana ka shala to juto de ki laka. Now we're just going to go to Israel, yeah, and do the same. We're anchoring in a golden pillar of light or golden rod of light into the land of Israel now. Jebedege bana ashala bakiki bashile baka arka anda ushke badigile ele ishka badige ele ashke badigile ka arka ala ishile fugabala kike badala kar. As these energies enter into the land of Israel, they are disturbing and releasing these old, deep woundings around religion, around indoctrination, and again around the false priestess energies. Yes. Take a breath. Yeah. We're now going to work with the energy or the landmass of Lebanon, bringing in a golden pillar or golden rod of light. Shampatege bata tu shile pagi putun nanana shalabaki patata degi shalabaka tu teke shele pagi kalaka shalabaki kutu shele pagi kanana shalabaki teke peteke shalaka. As you feel these golden rods anchoring in at these different locations on the earth, they are also creating a stability and a solidity within these land masses. They are spiraling in a golden frequency that filters through the ley lines of the grids. They are clearing portals of the land. They are bringing the truth and pure divinity back to the land. They are releasing rage, the desire for spiritual war, the ancient held beliefs that are been held by the people in the land are dissolving. And as those dissolve in these locations, we are also dissolving them within our own templates and solidifying our own central channel. So it's an act of service to the earth and its people, but also a solidification of our own core. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Amen. So just taking a breath, yeah, taking a breath. Anything to report before I continue? That feels like the work of the clearing them with the old, if you will. Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. Hopefully it was a good release, Minister. Okay, so I'm going to continue, yeah. And this is working with this beautiful aura calcite skull that I posted out today on my wall. This one really is bringing in the heart of the solar frequency, into our hearts and into our solar plexus. So this is a continuation of the purification, but also I feel bringing upgraded energies to those chakras, releasing ego control, releasing the sense of disempowerment, and really absorbing the solar gold that is here for us, so that we can feel more prosperity, more wisdom, more joy in our lives, and really embody that, because that is what this energy is about. It's about the physical embodiment of these codes to shift our consciousness and our physicality, our cellular consciousness, to be more unified with our soul energy. Yeah, a soul unification. So again, listening with your chakras, listening with your mind, as I bring through this sound from Solaris. Solaris, that's what I call her. Yeah, Solaris. Releasing a shielding or a limited frequency fence around heart and solar plexus of humanity and yourself. Shalabadukur, kalakakur, 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 kalakatadukur, kalakatutur, dalatatatatata. So coughing, burping, all of that is very deep, old energies releasing within us that are linked to Shabogiyana, some of these themes that I have been presenting today, because they are ready and ripe in the collective field to be released out of this timeline so that we can step forward into a new cycle. Yeah. Very exciting times, very tumultuous times, very exhilarating times, because a lot of the portals are being freed from capture on nefarious energies, so that we may collectively expand to more of our full potential in this lifetime. And then as it flows in, there are opportunities as we move more fully into the age of Aquarius for innovation, new technologies, new ways of sourcing energy, so that we may move into a whole brand new system. Yeah, once the old system starts to crumble a bit more. Yeah. So taking a breath. Yeah. So again, I feel working with the feline energy. So could be Egyptian or Lyran. This one is a amber cat. Yeah, third eye. This is going to be a third eye. Bugoyana solar activation, third eye solar activation. This is an opening of your solar light body. This is an opening and expansion of your sight, clarity, awareness, working with both the pineal and the hippocampus area, moving out of the fight-flight neurological response into an expanded bliss state consciousness, where we may receive more peace and be able to have more clarity and ongoing connection with our higher selves. Yeah. So once again, working with your third eye and the crystal of amber. So solar codes, activating now. Opening the doorway of the eyes, opening the doorway and the portal of the third eye. Establishing neuronal connections through the third eye center into the throat chakra and heart. A deep rebalancing of the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Bringing into alignment now. Just take a breath. So really, most of the crystals that have been guided to work with, the orange, the red, the yellow, so really the lower three chakras really getting a workout tonight, really getting a opportunity to release these very deeply held energies, so that we can feel more anchored into the earth, really, and then open the wisdom of the third eye, this inner sight, connecting with our astral plane and forming a stable union with our higher self, so that we are our own guru, own source, and own support, especially if things outside are a little topsy-turvy. Yeah. So, so I feel like we're almost there for tonight. I feel like we're almost there. Yeah. But we will see what wishes to come through in this sort of completion phase of tonight. So I feel to work with this beautiful volcanic agate ink, yeah, with a heart at the head, yeah. So this is really supporting a unification of all that we've done so far into the heart space, working with universal flow and energies, connecting with universal flow and the heart, and the real transformational potential of the volcanic frequency of the volcanic agate. Yeah. So all of this leading to a deep cauldron of personal transformation potential at this time, as we really ramp up into October and November. Yeah. So you can place your hand on your heart and receive this as a blessing of deep transformational union and change and support. You know. So union with you, with your soul self, with your higher self, with your all-knowing energy. Being your own guru, your own wisdom, really empowering yourself to take full responsibility of your life and move forward in flow, as much as that feels. Not saying don't get support, but just to also take your power internally. Yeah. Through this solar code transfer. Shalabakork, shalabakor. So, I feel like we'll finish off with a little bit of a guided meditation, or a guided piece. So you can get yourself comfy if you wish, or you can stay where you are. It's up to you. So really, working with this golden light of sovereignty, golden light of sovereignty that's coming in now for our own evolution and the evolution of the planetary consciousness. So we want to really go back now to the area of the Middle East. And so let us remind ourselves that we have at some point in some incarnation ourselves been in that grid location, and that we know the patterning, the habitual tendencies of the peoples, of the location, of the indoctrination through religious belief systems, all of the outplay that is continuing in this year of 2024. We are witnessing a replay of such as such in karmic terms, as we are dissolving out karma from the earthly plane bit by bit, activation by activation, eclipse by eclipse, month by month, year by year. Yeah, so it's ramping up to really create a brand new world by the end of our incarnations, this life anyway. Yeah. So this rapid acceleration. So close your eyes now and take yourself through a golden portal of light. Find yourself in another time and another place, that you are in the land of the locations where we spoke earlier, anchoring in the golden rods, or golden staff of truth, we would say. Now we are going to sit on the land and we're going to sit around the rod of gold, if you will, in the geographical location of Israel. And as you sit in a circulated form around this huge rod of gold that permeates from the heavens all the way through the earth into the ley lines of the earth, you place your hands in front of you, and there are 2 chakras in each of the palms of your hands. As the language of light is transmitted through my voice, you are to emit a golden solar light or Christed light through your hands into the rod in Israel. So allow this energy to come through me now and work with your own Christed light to activate this rod. Shalabati as this golden rod is activated with your consciousness, your soul light, a golden wave ripples through the land and the people of the land. And it ripples all the way to Lebanon and the golden rod within the land of Lebanon, and also to the golden rod within Iran. As these three golden rods are now fully activated and powered up, they form etherically above these land masses by unifying the energy field of each of the rods. They form a trinity. They form a pyramid of gold. This pyramid of gold is a sacred temple, a temple of light. In the center of this temple, you see within the temple a solar light or a sun consciousness. This solar consciousness is now oscillating golden frequency through the temple of the pyramid and into all of these three land masses. It is bringing in equanimity. It is bringing in freedom. It is bringing in peace. It is bringing in unified source field. It is dissolving out obstructions, limitations, energies that have filtered and allowed nefarious energies through are now being locked and closed. Sacred portals that have been capped and contained are now being released. And a sense of freedom is to follow. Shabudo de Geshele Badigi Bogi Bargi Budu Ibanda de Shele Bediki Shalabaki Budu de Digi Balaki Shele Badiki Tiki 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 Tiki. Feel a deep sense of peace come over you, a sense of stillness. This energy filters through the landmass of the three countries that we have previously mentioned. A clarity, an awakening, an opening, a beginning, a new cycle. Take yourself now back through the golden portal and into your home location and back through your astral plane into your physical body now. So, taking a little moment or two to find yourself back in your physical vessel. You might even feel to wiggle your toes or your hands. You can also pat your body down if you wish to sort of just bring yourself back into your skin boundary. Yeah. I'll just give you a moment or two to kind of come back. You can write comments if you wish. Let me know how you're going with that little doozy. Yeah. So bringing in harmony, bringing in stability, bringing in freedom from limitation, personal or otherwise, releasing planetary portals, expanding on pillar, all in the light of this golden bombardment of frequency, not only by the solar eclipse, but also by the solar flares that are coming in fast and furiously. Yeah. So, yes, pretty big stuff. So, I don't think I want to do too much more. I'll just complete with one piece, which is really, again, just working with the violet ray. So this is a violet jasper or violet stone angel. So just bringing in this violet frequency to support a bubble of violet to be anchored in through your auric field around your around your auric field, like a violet bubble of light to the edges of your aura, so that you may be a little bit cocooned, that this violet light may support a purification within your energy field, to leach out the old energies that may have been triggered from this solar eclipse and this energy transmission. So anything that no longer serves, you can give it powerfully to this violet bubble. And I'm just going to place it energetically into your energy field, so that it supports you for 24 hours. You can ask for it to be longer if you wish, as you clear and open to this new version of yourself, that is coming in through these solar frequencies. So just allow this violet light to come through very softly from this angelic as we complete. And we're just sending that violet light to anywhere in the Middle East where folks have been experiencing war, where folks have had family members pass or die in bombings or such like. We just want to send this violet light to them, that any shock or trauma or quick exiting through their energy fields may be soothed by this violet flame, this violet frequency. And that they may have safe passage to where they next will go. And then their families may feel free, grounded, safe, bringing in the energy of safety, bringing in the red ray, bringing in Uriel again. So working with the red ray to ground, working with the violet ray to purify within ourselves and within the beings that are experiencing war or tumultuous energies right now. So that we be firmly anchored in our peace and our grace, in our in our higher self, God light. So just in that note around guru, being your own guru, I always say that please don't take anything I say as gospel, or just really feel if it resonates for you, even the light language. If it resonates, work with it. If it doesn't, discard. You're your own person. I'm just simply bringing through frequency, and I'm not expecting anyone to get a certain outcome. I'm just allowing the frequencies to come through, and they really do what is right for you as an energy body, as a soul, as a consciousness. So always follow your own path as guided. So big session tonight. Grounding afterwards. Feet on the earth, hugging a tree, putting your hands on a tree. May also offer it to the ground, or onto the ground, offering it to the ground. Salt baths, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you know how to look after yourself, but do some self-care practices just to bring yourself back from this big energy that's been transmitted tonight. Yeah. And then what do I want to say? So if there's any little crystals that you feel grab you, you can message me as always. And the next workshop I'll do is the 1010 activation in Sydney on the 10th, obviously, of October. So you can, I put the link above actually. I put the link above for that one if you want to check it out. It'll be online as well for people that aren't in Sydney. So if there's anything really tricky coming up in your process around limitations, feeling stuck, or needing a little bit of support moving through something to get to the expansion on the other side, you can shout out and we can arrange a one-on-one, online or in person, whether it's Sydney or Sunshine Coast. I'm also most probably going to come to Byron area around the 16th, 17th of November, and I'll be doing a workshop and some private sessions. So if you've got mates or you are indeed in the Byron Shire area and would like to work with me in person, the opportunities there, you can send me a message. Okay. That was big. Take it easy. Look after yourselves. I'll see you on the 1010 and take your time to integrate this. It's been a big one. Okay, guys, so much love and thank you for your support and the etheric temple that we created tonight to support many beings and clear many energies from the earthly plane. Thank you so much. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.